Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Hey everyone, welcome back to the L. If you've got a box of old coins lying around, you may want to check again. Because one special 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar reportedly sold for an eye-popping $1.4 million. Yes, that's right. A coin minted nearly 50 years ago could be worth more than most people's homes. Today, I'll walk you through exactly what made this coin so valuable, how to tell if you might have one, and what to do before you sell any old coins in your collection. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell if you enjoy videos about coin collecting and hidden treasures. The 1976 Kennedy half-dollar was part of the U.S. bicentennial celebration. You'll notice the date says 1776 to 1976, and the reverse side features Independence Hall in Philadelphia instead of the usual presidential seal. The D mint mark just under Kennedy's neck indicates it was minted in Denver. And while hundreds of millions were struck, only a few special errors and ultra-rare variants have hit the jackpot, and one of them sold for $1.4 million. So what made that coin so rare and valuable? Let's break it down. Experts believe this particular 1976 D half-dollar had multiple rare traits. It may have had a dramatic double die or off-center strike. Minting mistakes like this can skyrocket a coin's value. The coin was likely graded MS 68 or higher by a top agency like PCGS or NGC. That's nearly flawless. Some bicentennial coins were struck in 40% silver, especially in collector sets. If you have one, it's already worth more than face value. But it's the combination of rarity, condition, and error that made this coin a seven-figure superstar. If you've got a 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar at home, here's what to look for. Is it in excellent condition? No scratches? Shiny? And well-preserved? Does it have the D mint mark under Kennedy's neck? Does it look odd or misprinted? Maybe the image is doubled or off-center? Weigh it. If it's heavier than usual, around 11.5 g, it could be silver. These clues don't guarantee it's worth $1.4 million, but they're signs that it might be worth grading by a professional. Don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop or flea market. Here's what you should do. Cleaning reduces value. Avoid fingerprint damage. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. Join coin forums, local coin clubs, or contact an appraiser. Rare coins sell best at reputable places like heritage auctions or Stack's Bowers. The coin world is full of surprises, and your loose change might be hiding treasure. The 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar that sold for $1.4 million wasn't just lucky. It was rare, well-preserved, and found by someone who knew what to look for. Want to learn more about valuable coins and how to sell them smart? Hit that subscribe button and join our community of collectors and treasure hunters. We're diving into why and how you can tell if your coin could be next. Hi, and welcome to the channel where we uncover the hidden value of everyday coins. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and curious about selling old coins for top dollar, you're in the right place. The 1971 D. Kennedy half-dollar normally isn't considered rare. In fact, over 300 million were minted in Denver that year. But here's the twist. One special coin turned out to be unlike the rest. It was struck on a 40% silver planchet, the kind used for older coins from 1965 to 1970, by mistake. This coin should have been clad copper-nickel, but because of a mint error, it was minted in silver. That coin later sold for $1.3 million due to its extreme rarity, condition, and historical significance. It was professionally authenticated and graded, and that's key to real value. Now, let's talk about how you can identify if you have a valuable coin. Check the mint mark. The D mint mark is located just below Kennedy's neck on the obverse, heads, side. Make sure it says 1971 D. Look for silver content. Real silver is not magnetic. If your coin sticks to a magnet, it's not silver. Weigh it. A silver coin weighs about 11.5 grams, while a clad coin weighs 11.34 grams. A silver coin edge will appear solid silver. A clad coin will have a copper stripe in the middle. Condition matters. If your coin is uncirculated or looks brand new, it could be more valuable. Scratches, dents, or discoloration reduce value. Check for errors. A wrong metal error, like this $1.3 million coin, is rare. Look for double strikes, off-center errors, or strange coloring. If you think you've got something special, don't guess. Get it verified. Use a jewelry scale. Check PCGS or NGC sites. Submit for grading. Use trusted companies like PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Expect to pay a small fee, but it could mean a big payday. You'll get a certificate, a sealed holder called a slab, and a grade. Coins graded MS65 or higher are much more valuable. Here's how to sell it safely and profitably. Auction houses. Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, best for million-dollar coins. They handle marketing, authentication, and have high-end buyers. Online marketplaces. eBay works, but beware of scammers. Only sell coins with third-party certification. Reputable coin dealers. Visit local coin shops or shows. Get multiple offers. And always get a second opinion before selling, especially if someone offers cash quickly. A $1.3 million coin should never be sold for $50 at a flea market. Not every 1971 D. Kennedy $50 is worth $1 million. Most are worth 50 cents to a few dollars. But if you find that one rare silver error or another mint mistake, you could be looking at thousands or more. Know what you have. Do your research. Authenticate. And if you're serious, get it graded. Old coins can hold new treasures, but only if you know what to look for. Whether it's in your sock drawer, a relative's collection, or an old coin jar, that 1971 D. Kennedy $50 might just change your life. Like this video if you learned something new, subscribe for more tips on valuable coins, and comment below if you have a 1971 D coin or any old coins you want help with. We're diving into one of the most talked about coins in the coin collecting world, the 1997 D. Kennedy $50. Some say one of these sold for a whopping $1.4 million. But is it true? If you're 30, 50, or even 70 years old and have old coins tucked away, this video is for you. We're breaking down the facts, the myths, and the real value of this mysterious coin, so you don't get scammed or miss out on big money. The Kennedy $50 has been around since 1964, created after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. But the 1997 D coin? That one's got collectors buzzing. The D mint mark means it was made at the Denver Mint. In 1997, about 19.3 million of these were produced. Not exactly rare, right? Despite the large mintage, there are a few rare varieties, mint errors, that can fetch big money. Some websites and YouTube channels have even claimed one sold for $1.4 million. Let's set the record straight. As of now, there's no official record from auction houses like Heritage Auctions or PCGS of a 1997 D. Kennedy $50 selling for $1.4 million. Most are worth 50 cents, their face value, unless they have special errors. But there are rare versions of this coin, error coins, that are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So what exactly makes a 1997 D. Kennedy $50 valuable? Look for doubling in the lettering, especially in God We Trust. Part of the coin design missing or misaligned. Coin appears to have a chunk missing. Near-perfect condition coins graded by PCGS or NGC can sell $4, $200, $500 plus. If you spot any of these features, it's time to get your coin professionally graded. Okay, say you have one of these rare coins. What do you do next? Use a magnifier to check mint marks, condition, and errors. PCGS and NGC are trusted grading services. Use platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or even local coin dealers, but watch out for lowball offers. Never clean your coin. That can actually decrease its value. Always handle it by the edges, and use gloves if possible. So is the 1997 D. Kennedy $50 worth $1.4 million? Probably not, unless there's an ultra-rare error no one's seen yet. But that doesn't mean yours is worthless. If you're between 30 and 70, odds are you've got some old coins from parents or grandparents. Take the time to check. You could be holding a hidden gem. Could that old 1974 Kennedy half-dollar sitting in your drawer be worth $1.6 million? Sounds impossible, right? But don't throw away your change just yet. In this video, we'll uncover the truth behind the famous 1974 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar, explain what makes certain coins incredibly valuable, and how you might have a hidden treasure without even knowing it. If you're between 30 and 70 and have inherited coins or simply collected a few over the years, this video is especially for you. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced over 200 million Kennedy half-dollars. Most of them were made in Philadelphia, no mint Mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. These coins were part of a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated just a decade earlier. While most 1974 half-dollars are common, a few rare variations and errors have shocked collectors with their skyrocketing value. In 2021, rumors swirled about a $1.6 million sale of a special 1974 Kennedy half-dollar. What made it special? Those are common from the Philadelphia Mint. It was a prototype or pattern coin, allegedly struck in 90% silver instead of the regular copper-nickel-clad metal. Only a handful of these silver versions exist, possibly struck by mistake or for testing. One surfaced and was authenticated by top grading companies like NGC and PCGS, and that's where the huge value comes from. So, how do you know if your 1974 half-dollar is worth $0.50 or $1.6 million? Check for mint mark. Look just below Kennedy's neck on the front. No mint mark? That's Philadelphia, but don't get too excited yet. Most are common. Check the edge of the coin. Is there a copper stripe on the edge? If yes, it's clad worth face value. If the edge looks solid silver, that's a big clue. Weigh the coin. Use a digital scale. A clad 1974 half-dollar weighs 11.34 grams. A silver one weighs around 12.5 grams. Get it authenticated. Don't guess. Submit it to NGC, PCGS, or Annex. A small fee can unlock a massive value. Now, let's clear up some myths. Just because a coin is old doesn't mean it's rare. Many 1974 half-dollars on eBay are listed for thousands, but that doesn't mean they'll sell for that much. Some sellers hype up no-mint mark coins without silver content. Others use fake grading slabs. Always verify through trusted sources. If you think your coin is rare, here's how to sell it the smart way. PCGS or NGC preferred heritage auctions. Stacks Bowers, they rarely pay fair value. Coin talk. Reddits are /coins. etc.it can reduce the value. Remember, condition is king. A coin in mint state condition, never circulated, can be worth thousands more than a circulated one. So, do you have $1 million Kennedy half-dollar sitting in a box somewhere? Take a look. Check your old change, your parents' coin jars, or your inherited collections. The right coin in the right condition, authenticated by the right experts, can be life-changing. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have a coin you're curious about. I respond to as many as I can, and who knows, maybe your coin is the next big find. Subscribe for more videos on rare coins, hidden treasures, and how to get the most value from your collection. We're talking about a Kennedy half-dollar from 1980 with a D mint mark that some say is worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. Could you be holding onto a small fortune without even knowing it? Let's find out. Background on the Kennedy half-dollar. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. It became a symbol of national pride, and over the years, it's also become a collector's dream. The 1980 version came out during a time when these coins were mostly used for vending machines, casinos, and collectors. Most people didn't pay much attention to them, but maybe they should have. The D mint mark means the coin was minted in Denver. That small letter can make a big difference. Why the 1980 D half-dollar is so special. So what makes the 1980 D so valuable? Normally, Kennedy half-dollars from 1980 are worth their face value, just 50 cents. But a rare error version of this coin, perhaps a misstrike, off-metal error, or double die, can send its value skyrocketing. Some reports have circulated about a high-grade error coin selling or being listed for over $1.5 million. While that price tag might raise eyebrows, it's not impossible. Rare coins with minting errors, ultra-high grades, or unique features have fetched massive sums at auction. How to know if yours is valuable now? Here's the part you've been waiting for. How do you know if your coin is worth big money? Check the date and mint mark. You need a 1980 Kennedy half dollar with a D under the bust. Look for errors. Common valuable errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and wrong planchet coins like one struck on a quarter blank. Check the condition grade. Coins in MS-65 condition or higher, that's mint state, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Get it professionally graded if it looks flawless. Use a magnifier. Look for doubling, cracks, or anything unusual on the lettering, date, or Kennedy's profile. What you need to know: get it appraised. Use reputable coin dealers or grading services like PCGS or NGC. Get it graded. A certified grade boosts the coin's value and trust for buyers. Auction or sell online. Heritage auctions, eBay, or great collections are good places to sell high-value coins. Avoid local pawn shops or shady deals. They often don't know true coin values and may lowball you. Now, let's be realistic. Not every 1980 D Kennedy half dollar is worth a fortune. Most are only worth 50 cents to a few dollars. But if you've got an error coin in top condition, it could be worth thousands or even more in rare cases. The $1.5 million number may be based on speculation or a unique private sale. So always verify with multiple sources. So, do you have a treasure hiding in plain sight? Take a look at your old coins. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more rare coin alerts. And hey, share this with a friend who might be sitting on a gold mine. Drop a comment below if you have a 1980 Kennedy half dollar. Let's see who's got one. We're talking about the 1971 Kennedy half dollar with a P mint mark, and why one of these coins is reportedly worth $1.6 million. Let's find out why, and how you can tell if you might be holding a fortune. First, let's talk a little history. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy was tragically assassinated. It quickly became a collector's favorite. By 1971, something big changed. The U.S. Mint stopped using silver in these coins and switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition. But here's where things get interesting. Most 1971 Kennedy half dollars are worth about 50 cents to a couple of bucks, but a rare few were mistakenly struck in 90% silver, likely using leftover silver blanks from 1970. This kind of minting error is incredibly rare and valuable. Why is one worth $1.60 million? 230 to 430. In the world of coin collecting, value comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. And the 1971 silver Kennedy half dollar checks all the boxes. Only a handful have ever been discovered. One of the most famous was found to be struck in silver at the Philadelphia Mint. That's the P mint mark. According to coin experts and auction results, one example sold privately with estimates hitting $1.6 million. This wasn't just because it was rare, but because it was in pristine condition, graded MS-68 or higher, and a major error coin. The grading scale matters a lot. A coin graded MS-68, mint state, means it's nearly flawless. No scratches, no circulation wear, a real gem. Now let's talk about you. Could you have one of these rare coins? It must say 1971. Look for the P or no mark, meaning Philadelphia. A silver coin will weigh around 11.5 grams, while a standard clad coin weighs about 11.34 grams. A digital scale can help. Gently tap the coin. Silver coins produce a higher, bell-like ring. Silver coins have a brighter edge without the copper stripe seen on clad coins. Take it to a certified coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can X-ray it and confirm its composition. If you're serious about selling coins, whether it's this rare half dollar or others, here are some tips. It can destroy their value. Store them properly in a protective sleeve or holder. Research first. Look up recent auction prices on sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay. Get it graded if you think it's valuable. Contact multiple buyers or coin dealers. Never take the first offer blindly. And remember, a coin that looks ordinary to you could be worth thousands or even millions to the right collector. So, check your old change jars, coin albums, or that box of coins your grandpa gave you. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar with a silver error and P mint mark might be hiding in there. Who knows, your next vacation, car, or retirement fund could be sitting in your drawer. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss out on future coin treasure tips, and drop a comment below if you've got a 1971 half-dollar. I'd love to hear your story. Did you know that a simple half-dollar coin sitting in your drawer could be worth over $1.4 million? That's right, a 1972 D. Kennedy half-dollar has recently made headlines, and today we're going to find out why. If you're over 30 and have old coins lying around, this is one video you do not want to miss. I'll walk you through exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to tell if your 1972 D half-dollar might be the rare one, and how to avoid common scams. And at the end of this video, I'll share how and where you can sell rare coins safely for maximum value. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. It became an instant collector's item. But by the early 1970s, most people weren't using half-dollars much anymore, which is exactly what makes some of these coins so rare today. In 1972, the Denver Mint produced over 141 million half-dollars, so most are only worth face value. But one specific 1972 D coin is different and extraordinarily rare. In 2020, a 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar made headlines for being valued at $1.4 million due to an insane minting error. It was struck on a silver planchet instead of the normal copper-nickel one. That's right, silver coins were no longer made for circulation by 1972. So, a 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar on a silver blank is technically not supposed to exist. That makes it a one-of-a-kind mint error, the holy grail for collectors. Here's what you need to do right now if you own any 1972 Kennedy half-dollars, especially those with a D mint mark under Kennedy's neck on the front of the coin. Weigh the coin. Normal 1972 D coins weigh about 11.34 grams. Silver planchets weigh around 12.5 grams. Edge color test. Look at the edge. If you see a solid silver color, it might be rare. If you see copper layering, it's regular. Magnet test. These coins aren't magnetic. If it sticks to a magnet, it's fake. Get it authenticated. If it looks off or silver-colored, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can certify rare errors and raise its value significantly. Avoid these 3 mistakes when checking your coins. It destroys collector value. Don't fall for eBay listings asking $1,000 plus without certification. Many are fake or overhyped. Don't assume it's rare. Just because it's old, age alone doesn't equal value. If you do have a rare coin, like a 1972 D error, don't rush to sell it online. Get it graded by PCGS, NGC, or Anax. Contact reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. Join coin collecting forums, or talk to professional dealers. Some collectors and dealers specialize in error coins, and they'll pay top dollar for a certified rarity. Now's the time to check your old coin jars, your dad's dresser drawer, or even your grandmother's keepsake box. Who knows? You might be sitting on a literal million-dollar mistake. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who collects coins or might have inherited old money. Did you know one rare Kennedy half-dollar from 1996 is worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million? That's right. One coin, minted in Philadelphia, could change your life forever. If you're over 30 and have old change jars, inherited collections, or coins sitting in your drawer, this is your wake-up call. Stay with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you how to spot this ultra-valuable coin, what makes it so rare, and how you can cash in. The Kennedy half-dollar was first issued in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. By the 1990s, the coin was still being minted, but few people used them in circulation anymore. The 1996 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark, indicating it was struck in Philadelphia, became just another coin for most people. But not all 1996 P half-dollars are created equal. So how can a coin that's supposed to be worth 50 cents end up valued at $1.50 million? Well, there's one example, possibly unique, of a 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar that was struck on a silver planchet instead of the usual copper-nickel clad. That means it was made using the wrong metal, a rare minting error. And if the coin is in perfect condition, specifically graded MS70 by PCGS or NGC, its value skyrockets. In numismatic circles, this is known as a holy grail type of error. Only one such error has surfaced in the past 20+ years. That's what gives it such astronomical value. Coin World magazine side-by-side shots of normal versus silver planchet coin, weight scale, mint marks. It must have a small p above the date. That's the Philadelphia Mint. Use a precise scale. A normal 1996 P half-dollar weighs about 11.34 grams. A silver planchet coin will weigh closer to 12.5 grams. A regular coin has a copper-colored edge. If your coin has a solid silver edge, you may be in business. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition are always more valuable. Look for no scratches, no wear, and strong strike details. 1996 P, silver planchet, MS70 equals $1.50 million. Even if you don't have the $1 million version, don't give up just yet. Some regular 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollars in MS67 plus condition can still sell for $100 to $300 at auction. That's a big jump from 50 cents. And if yours has unique toning, proof-like surfaces, or errors like double die strikes or off-center minting, collectors are ready to pay serious money. PCGS, NGC websites, mailing a coin for grading. Think you've struck gold or silver? Here's what to do. That could destroy its value. Use gloves and store it safely. Send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Consider having it appraised by a trusted coin dealer near you. Once graded, the value is certified, and you can sell it at auction or through major dealers. Inspiring montage of people finding rare coins, money, happy reactions. You might have $1 million treasure hiding in plain sight. Check your coin jars, old wallets, and inherited collections. You never know when history and fortune will show up in your hands. Like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, and comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. I'd love to hear your story. Outro music and subscribe animation. We're diving deep into the story of the legendary 1972 no mint mark Kennedy half-dollar, and why one of these coins may be worth $1.3 million. Segment 1. Background of the Kennedy half-dollar 0:45 to 2 o'clock. Images of Kennedy half-dollars through the years. Host. Voiceover. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. It quickly became a beloved collector's item. While the original coins were made of 90% silver, by 1971, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel composition. In 1972, these half-dollars were produced in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's the twist. Most Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, which was typical back then. So, what makes one of them worth over $1 million? Out of the millions minted in Philadelphia, only one known 1972 Kennedy half-dollar has a very special error that makes it insanely valuable. This coin was mistakenly struck using a proof reverse die, normally reserved for high-quality collector's coins, on a standard circulation coin. The error was so subtle that most people would never notice it, but collectors and grading experts did. The key difference? A sharper, more detailed eagle, and some subtle differences in the lettering and design. This coin was graded by PCGS and is currently considered unique in existence. That's why it's valued at over $1.3 million. Now, how do you know if your 1972 half-dollar is special? Here's what to look for. Check the date, 1972. Flip to the reverse, back of the coin. Look at the eagle. Is the design crisp with high detail? Look closely at the United States of America text. Does it appear more bold or frosted like a proof? If it looks different from the other 1972 coins you have, don't spend it. Get it looked at by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you think you found a rare 1972 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar with a proof reverse, here's what to do. Don't clean the coin. It could lower the value. Put it in a soft holder or flip to protect it. Visit PCGS or NGC's website and submit it for grading. Once graded, contact major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. These companies can help you authenticate and sell your coin to serious collectors. And yes, that includes million-dollar offers. Even if you don't have the million-dollar coin, there are other valuable Kennedy half-dollars to watch for. Worth $10 to $20 plus $25 to $50 plus some worth hundreds of dollars, $300, $500 plus. So, do you have a fortune hiding in your coin jar? Take a few minutes, check those 1972 half-dollars, and who knows, you might be the next millionaire. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I post weekly tips on how to turn old coins into serious cash. Drop a comment below if you want me to check out your coin too.